picture. There we go. It says excellent connection. That is a good thing. Okay, guys. How's it going this morning? How are we? Patrick says hi and good morning.
Hello, Patrick.
How are we today, friends? Everybody good? You doing okay, Patrick? Brandy B is here and says good morning. Hello. Manche says hi, good morning from India.
Hello.
How is it in India this morning? Weezer sounds like a wiener. Bethany's here. Hans says good morning from Norway. Sarah says hi. How are you guys this morning? Everybody doing good? I was just listening to Weezer. You guys doing all right this morning? The people who are here, clearly the chat is not populating as quickly, but I'm gathering they are huge fans.
Yeah, Weezer was very popular.
Marguerite is here. She says Wheezy. I love Weezer. Weezer, of course it's Weezer. Good morning.
So this person that I'm drawing, their lead singer,
Yeah.
his name is Rivers Cuomo.
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
Patrick says it finally got cold in Florida. Good morning from the UK. Let's see. Hello from Hungary. Island in the Sun was great.
I already added them to the 90s playlist.
There you go. So excited you're painting Weezer. What are you doing? Someone says you're ugly. Well, you don't listen to them.
Yeah.
Because, hello, what do they know? Gail says, wacky watercolor Wednesday, yay for Weezer. We have a Holy Moly and a Rivers. Lichu says, you should definitely continue your dragon painting. The gouache and colored pencils make it so much better.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I just needed to step away. I just I did not feel good about what I did.
Oh, wow.
Hopefully I'll have better feelings of it this
Today.
afternoon. Yeah.
The UK is freezing right now. Just sat in bed with 16 blankets on. I feel that. We're probably not as cold as you.
So this is the photo that I'm using because it
geez.
was a good, but this was the hairstyle that I think he had during a lot of his recordings. So I'm kind of mixing and matching. So I drew this face, but I'm going to add this hair.
Sorry guys, give me a second. My nose is running and you do not want me having a runny nose on the live. How about this? I don't want to have a runny nose on the live. You probably don't care. But here we are. Okay. They want to know what your favorite Weezer album is.
Well, it would have to be the Blue album. No, I honestly, the only reason why I know about the Blue album is because Bethany was just talking about it. I only know a couple of Weezer songs, so I will trust you when you guys tell me what your favorite albums are.
Okay, let's see. It's winter, that's why it's cold. I have the Harrods Knightsbridge Blend Tea.
This is just...
Let's see, you just showed the reference pic. They wanted to see that. Fun fact, after the release of their album Pinkerton, Weezer had issues with the Pinkertons because they thought it was bad for their image.
The fact that there are Pinkertons, we have a Pinkerton Park out here, you know, but the fact that there are still Pinkertons who give a crap about anything.
Jack Kobayashi sent you a tip and says, Buddy Holly guitar solo, also hello from Panama.
Oh,
you're so
thank
funny.
You.
You're very sweet. Everybody's cold this morning.
Yeah, I think it's just...
It is winter up here in the Northern Hemisphere, guys. Leon says, good morning from Texas. I just finished the quilt I was working on, and now I'm learning how to crochet for the first time.
Oh, that's
Good
great.
for you. That's exciting. Gail says, Island in the Sun is my all-time favorite song of theirs. Hey, Spanish Sass is here.
Wow.
Hey, long time no see, friend. How are you? She says, Scott, I second that opinion. I really love the dragon painting and can't wait to see it finished.
Oh, thank you.
Aw. How are you? Really, really long time no
how's
see.
Japan?
How is it over there? Oh, she says, I had missed your voice. I miss you too. How are you? Tell me a story in the chat. Himanshi says, hey, Scott, can I paint along with you?
Absolutely.
I wonder what to dress up next as for Halloween. I overthink things a lot. Maybe I should go as Billy or Stu from Scream. I love that movie. You're already thinking about Halloween? Wow. You are a planner.
The
Hi from
eyebrows are
South
gonna be somewhere around
Africa. Kane Does Art sent you a tip and says, as the mega Weird Al fan, I'll just have to draw him myself. Sorry.
Well, I don't know. We put Weird Al under Y.
We did?
For
Yankovic.
Yankovic. Yep.
Oh.
And I think he's got a pretty good chance of winning. So go vote for him there.
That's so funny. You are funny. Oh, gosh. Let's see. Mocha Rain is here. One Up Girl is here.
Hello.
Mirabelle says, I really aspire to be like you. I think your art is so amazing.
Oh, you're very kind. Thank you.
Practice, practice, practice. Small thank you for the encouragement you've provided. Partially because of you, I stuck with music and am now applying to music school.
Oh, that's great.
That's Eve Street. Good for you.
You're going to make wonderful music.
Oh, Spanish says, hello, hello, wonderful mods, wonderful Donna and Scott. Well, I am moving from Tokyo to Kyoto next week. I'll have a 2-story house for myself. I'm excited.
Wow.
Yay. That's so exciting. Wow. SBC field trip. Panama's capital here, and most of the country is still extremely hot. It will never get cold. Really? Does it never get cold in Panama?
I want to move to Panama.
Of course you do. Of course you do. Meanwhile, I'm just telling him to put on another doggone sweater, and I'm fine. But, you know, menopause. So there you
That's
go.
because you like me in sweaters.
You are so cute in a sweater. Oh my God, you're so cute in a sweater. Isn't he cute in sweaters? He's so cute in sweaters. Mark says we got a storm here in Lebanon that'll last the rest of the week. Snow already hit the mountains and will probably snow again at my school. Wow.
Really?
It's crazy. Newt says, I love every drawing you do. Plus, I got into gouache because of you.
Oh, thank
Bethany
you.
says, Weird Al is under Y for Yankovic. Layla's art's here. I haven't been drawing in a while. The more I watch your videos, the more inspiration fuel is being equipped. LOL. Aw, we've got several people that are homesick today. I'm sorry you guys are sick. We have the entire Second Breakfast Club here today. Ellen's here, and Anne Marie is here, and Spanish Sass is here.
Wow.
Well, and of course we have Steph, and Misty's here, and Bethany's here, and you guys are so... We missed you guys. The gang's all here.
All right. Do you think I made his head too big? Did I do too big on the hair? Does that look about right?
I don't know.
I mean, that's like half his head is hair, right?
Honey, just look at the picture. Half of his head is
That's
hair.
what I'm saying. So if you
It's like he's got a
measure,
mop on the top of his head.
about that, right? So I think I did okay.
Hey, Mama Moo's back and says, I'm drawing in ballpoint pen.
Oh, I love drawing in ballpoint pen.
He does indeed. Especially when we're out somewhere. Loves it. Erica's here too. Wow, everybody's here today. Erica says, good morning, everyone. Big hugs to Donna and Scott. I'm off and working on scanning my painting of the pink flowers.
Oh, that's fantastic.
I love that one. I love that one. Well, I love all the paintings you do. They're beautiful. Erica likes to go to botanical gardens like I do.
Oh.
Yeah.
So we have two weirdos on the...
Oh, stop. I'll be a weirdo with you anytime, Erica. Yeah. Spanish says, also, Scott, I can't stop playing Breath of the Wild. It's my life now.
Yeah. You know, I got, if anybody knows, I got those amiibos. The family got them for me for my birthday and for Christmas. And I registered them on my stitch and switch, and nothing happened. I went into Breath of the Wild, or no, Tears of the Kingdom, and nothing happened. I don't know how to get anything out of it. So right now they're just sitting on the shelf because I think they're just little sculptures, but I don't see how anything is gonna, like, I didn't get any like cool loot or costumes or anything.
Also known as, if you have any suggestions, he's open.
All right, I don't know if this looks like him, but
Antema Cohen says, just wanted to say your art is a huge inspiration to me and has helped me want to continue my art journey after years of procrastinating. I've learned a lot from this channel.
Oh, thank you. All right, before I start on Rivers Cuomo,
oh, here we go.
that's where I am, and that's why I think. So this was without the red. This is just watercolors and no highlighting or anything, but this is with that red that I, used and probably shouldn't have. So,
what do you guys think?
I'm going to see if I could finish doing this and then do the rest of it like that. And then, just like I said, I'll add the pencils and the colors and the highlights. But I was feeling pretty bad yesterday.
Oh, he was. Yesterday was really, you would think was our anniversary. It would be a good day. Not so much on the good day, but it's okay. Sometimes they're good and sometimes they're difficult, and that's okay. You are almost at 2 million. Several people have said they're all happy for you, and congratulations. Big cold week in California, and I have to wear 2 jackets. You're so funny. Bethany says, I'm super glad that you're all excited this morning, but can y'all lay off the caps lock? Yeah, there's a lot of caps lock going on, guys. You're kind of freaking out the mods. Ryan's here. He says, Weezer, say it ain't so. Just kidding. My late singer was a big Weezer fan, and a lot of people said we had a Weezer sound to our music. They always have a special place for me. Aww. Where do you live? Well, we live here in the Hobbit hole. Where do you live?
Yeah, we're in Tennessee.
Lula says, good morning from 13 degrees in the frozen high desert. I hope you're having a wonderful Wednesday.
Wow.
We are not having as cold of a Wednesday as you. That's for sure.
All right, blow dryer.
Oh no. Already? Hold on. Where's there's the cursor. Oh, coffee's good, tea's good, cocoa's good. Oh, Mokarine, that's exciting. I'm so glad she loved it. Wow. Oh. One Up Girl got a ton of snow last night, and Rachel had to stay at the grandparents'. That's so funny. It wasn't safe to drive her home. Aw. Shucky darns, I'm sure she's hating life. Let's see, spoiled by the grandparents in the morning. Pancakes, waffles, cocoa, all the things. Norden just got gouache paint. I can't wait to use it.
I think you're going to have a blast. Just remember, you're not going to be an expert the first time you use them. You gotta just make a whole bunch of little paintings.
And J. Robert Deans is here and says, morning, how are we all today?
Hey, how we doing, friend?
Leon says, hey, Dawn, I've been journaling for almost 4 years, and this year I'm also going to be doing a reading journal since I'm trying to read 1 book a week. Good for you! I just finished a book last night. It was a little one. I finished Cloud Spotting. It was basically like mindfulness through watching the clouds. It was a cute little book. I enjoyed it.
And if any of you want to get into journaling, Donna's doing a journaling prompt each day, 5 days a week on her channel.
I'm just writing down a quote in a book. It's not that big of a deal. It's fine. But you're welcome to join me if you would like. You can pick your own quote, or you can write down.
Blow dryer.
So I write down. Wait a minute. Cursor's got to go there. Go ahead. No, it's gouache today. He's doing gouache today. Let me unmute you and then you can answer this question. Germany asks, hey Scott, how do you come up with the base colors for your art? They always look amazing and I'm still finding my style with markers and was thinking of trying your coloring style. Got any tips for me?
I mentioned this in, I think, the last video of it was the Verve. I think I did. But
sorry.
I essentially don't know what I'm doing. I just throw that's the thing I like about gouache is with watercolor I know what I'm doing. I'll do the same thing each time, but with gouache I just try throwing colors on it and see what works. And if I don't like it, I could just cover it up with more gouache. But you know, you start to see stuff in the photo reference. You start to see blues and greens and purples and reds and pinks, and you use that and you kind of accentuate those colors. So, you know, right now I'm just going to try to get just some sort of skin tone, and I'm not going for real skin tone. I just want to get just some color onto the face. Go ahead, dear. I'm not going to...
Huh? Oh, I was just letting you talk. You hate it when I cut you off, so I was trying to let you rant. Gail says, keep the red. It gives the scales a good amount of depth. Good amount of depth. This is what I was talking about by being multicolored or like an oil slick. Keep up the good work.
Thanks,
Gives
Gail.
you 2 thumbs up. They're right there. You can see the thumbs. They're right there.
Blow dryer.
No, not yet. Go ahead. Hey, Soroja's here. Oh, thanks, Froggo. Okay.
You know what's funny?
What was the question?
Is
Your
when
face?
when I'm editing the videos,
Yeah.
I tend to... What's the word I was going to say before you said your face? I tend to get really upset because I don't know. I could see that I'm just trying to figure things out in the painting. So I'm seeing just me throwing all of these colors at the skin tones, and I hate watching that part of the video. Yeah, because I'm just... Like right now, I'm just going to throw colors and throw colors and throw colors until something starts to work. And so I hate that.
You do have to watch it back, yeah. I get that because when I'm chopping up the videos, and not so eloquent and my half chopping them up, but I watch how I'm writing my letters, and I'm like, geez, woman, you know, there's so much time between one word and the next word, and I chop that out. It's kind of crazy. Let's see. There was a question I wanted you to answer. Hold on a second. I think it's funny that you bug yourself while you're making a video. Oh, Anne-Marie says, I love that series, Donna. I've been getting some form of writing consistently since I'm following along with it. Yay! I'm so happy. Okay, here's the question. Just says, Scott, do you have any tips for being consistent in art when you have other things going on in life?
Yeah. What I personally do is give myself a challenge so I don't have to think of what I want to draw. So like Harry Potter or Lord of the Rings or or the music alphabet is something that I don't have to think about. I just go, okay, what's today's letter? Letter G. Okay, Goo Goo Dolls, and then I just... That's what I'm going to do. And that's... They're not meant to be, hey, I'm going to do a work of art that's going to go up in a gallery. It's, hey, I'm going to make art today. I'm going to practice today. Mm-hmm. So the hardest part about making art is, what am I going to do? What am I going to draw? What am I going to paint? So once you take that out of the way, then it's just practice. So come up with something that you can do long term. Blow dryer.
Of course, blow dryer. He's going to talk and talk and talk, and then he's going to blow dry. All right. What do we got here? Let's see what else. Jimmy says, oh, I see. You kind of mess around with the colors that you see in the picture until it looks right. Also, thank you so much.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I wish that was a better answer for you, you know, but I didn't study traditional painting, you know. I wasn't taught, you know, do this and then do that, you know, and you'll see artists post on social media, they'll post, you know, like these 5-minute oil painting portraits that they, or half hour what else, and they're gorgeous and they look like a Rembrandt or something like that, and that's fantastic, and I think that's a great technique. That's just not how I learned. So me, I'm a little more impressionistic, a little more, what do I feel today? What's, you know, how does this color look?
So a mood thing.
A little bit of that, yeah.
Scott started doing art when he was about 6 or 7. Let's see. Josh says, Scott, I'm studying product design engineering, but my sketching skills need brushing up. I have alcohol marker sketchbook. Where do I start?
Start with drawing products every day. Just fill up your sketchbook with doodles and sketches of products in the wild, and I'm trying to see if I have.
Oh, here we go.
This is my sketch wallet, and in here I got like little sketches. Let me see if I can. So I'll sketch whatever's on the table, little doodles, the airplane, whatever's in front of me, right? And if you do that and just fill up you're not making art, you're just doing sketches, you're doing studies, it's going to help your art so much.
Okay. Unrelated, but how come the title of the stream is in an italic font? Did Scott do that, or did YouTube change something?
I think YouTube did that. I don't know how to do an italic font.
Yeah, Robert quotes me, he's going to talk and talk and talk, and then he's going to blow dry. So Scott is a frustrated hairstylist. Correct. With no hair. Correct.
Hence the frustration.
Mm-hmm. All
right, let me ask you something. Can you guys see the purple in his hair?
Yes.
Okay. Can you see it? See those purples? Those deep reds and the purples?
Yep. Really deep reds.
Yeah.
Hitomi says, Scott, you need to take your own advice. We love your process. It's an exploration. Ooh. Right?
Thank you, Hitomi.
Back at ya. Take your own advice. Do you prefer gouache or watercolors?
Watercolors. I mean, I like them both, but I feel more confident with watercolors. Except for yesterday.
Do you think that's because you've been doing gouache so much?
It could be. You know, I haven't really done a gouache or a watercolor piece in a while.
You haven't. Maybe that affected you somewhere along the way.
I think it's also it's a big piece, and you know.
You put a lot of pressure on yourself to get it
hyping
right.
Myself on this one.
Well, and you've been doing a lot of videos on it. Like, what do you guys think of this, and what do you think of that, and you know. Let's see. Where are we? Celine says, good morning. I love the winter wood and sky and the dragon. Gorgeous. I can feel the cold bite of the air, and the colors in the dragon look great.
Oh, thank you.
There you go. Jimmy.
I think I just don't want to let any of you down. You know, I'm feeling a little pressure of I don't want to ruin it.
Jimmy N19 says, I really needed to hear that advice.
Good.
Let's see. Oh, Celine got the vintage library from Artronolic today. Yay! Oh, I hope you used my code and got a discount. I get it. I get it. The sub is expensive. I know. It really is. Yeah. I'm so glad you got it. You're going to love it. Oh my God, the box is so awesome. Everything in that box is freaking awesome. They really have great... their notebooks are great. All their stuff is great. I really love it. Hold on. Go ahead. Dropping stuff everywhere there, babe. Let's see. All right, we will.
That little bit of purple tried to get away from me.
A lot of things try to get away from you. Paints and pencils and all
So
sorts of
it's
things.
very rare that I'm going to do the hair first. But since his hair takes up so much of his head and...
What is your favorite animal to draw?
Favorite animal to draw... Tiger, Bengal tiger, or Sumatran tiger. They're...
Teague says you're Gen Z's Bob Ross.
Oh, thank you.
Have you done anime before?
Yeah, I have.
Yeah, I'm not going to draw Red Panda. I don't draw, but I like to write.
She's going to write an ode to red pandas.
I should write my own. Instead of copying a quote, I should write a poem to red pandas. Oh, how I love you, the fuzzy red panda. Scott draws red pandas for me. He has very much so, yes. I have several paintings of red pandas. Not just from friends, but from my sweetie. Yes, indeed. Emma recently started doing watercolors.
I hope you're enjoying it.
Celine says, I know Scott is not a fan of the sparkle, but I wanted to throw it out there that he could add some interest and luminosity in the dragon with some metallics. I know, call me crazy.
Yeah. My problem with that is, how does that translate into a poster? That's where I would be thinking.
Also, if you scan it in for people to print out,
Yeah.
we'll have a problem with that.
Yeah.
You have to be careful because some things don't scan. What do I like about the red pandas? Devagya, have you seen red pandas? Like, have you seen that adorable little, like the little face? You just want to smush it. You want to smush it. And I swear to you, like when they eat, oh my God, they take the food in their little tiny paws and they are like the cutest things on the face of the planet. They melt my heart. Yeah. Anyway. I would pay money to see Donna draw red panda. I don't think you would. Let's see. Really, Spanish Sass says I'm really enjoying the color in the hair.
Thank you.
Just watch your shorts and it's made me so much better at painting.
Thank you very much.
Oh, that was Teague again. I wanted to let you know that your art and content are one of the things that inspired me to create art content and start selling products. Thank you. That's Art by Lana.
That's great.
Okay, people keep asking what your favorite animal is, and even though the mods are answering, I think they want to hear it from you.
It's a cheetah.
There you go.
Mods know. They won't answer unless they've heard it 100 times.
I know, but sometimes they just want to hear you tell them what it is. Darwin Play says, yippee, I'm at lunch and I can watch now.
Yay.
You're so funny.
All right, let's add the highlights.
You're so funny. Brianna says, I've got a random question for y'all. Okay, well, I'm waiting for it. Let's see. Fantasy Animal Vegan says, oh yay, I finally caught a live. Love your work. Inspires me to create.
Oh, thank you.
Huh? One Oprah says, my YouTube Shorts recommendations lately have been taken over by some Red Panda videos, and I thought of you right away and wanted to send them to you, but I know you probably already saw them. I am on Red Panda feed. Yes, I am on Red Panda feed. Let me tell you, it is. I have Red Pandas in my YouTube. I have Red Pandas in my TikTok. I have Red Pandas in my Instagram. It's really the only thing I go on social media for is Red Pandas, honestly. The rest of it's just a bunch of like, wah, 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 wah. But Red Pandas always. Yeah, Tommy says Red Pandas love to play in the snow. Oh my gosh. Well,
I'm
they're
gonna
from
try
the
secondary
Himalayas.
highlight here, and I don't know if I'm gonna like it. Yeah, I don't.
Everybody hold your breath. We don't like it now. Okay.
Yep.
I know. See, they really are cute. I know. Scott, do you have a favorite artist?
I have a lot of favorite artists. It would be John Buscema. It would be J.C. Leyendecker, Alphonse Mucha, Drew Struzan, Alma Tadema. A lot.
So many. Let's see. Cosmos Mercury says, hi, Scott. I recently came to the realization that I want to do art for a career, and you've been a big inspiration to me, so I just wanted to say thank you.
Oh, thank you. And I look forward to seeing your career blossom.
Thanatos says, I love it when red pandas stand up on their hind legs and hold their arms up. They're trying to look scary when they do that. They're trying to ward off whoever and look scary.
Except
but
for when they stand up and they are reaching for the food that you're giving them.
Oh my God. They're just so darn cute.
All right, so now his glasses are black. And I could use black for his glasses, but I want his eyes to pop a little more. So I'm going to use Payne's Gray for his glasses. And if you notice, I didn't use any black in the hair either. I used dark purple. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to give his eyes the most contrast. So they're going to have the whitest white in the highlight, and they're going to have the blackest black. So that is how I will draw your attention to his eyes. Otherwise, your eyes are going to go right to his glasses.
Okay. Sounds like a good plan. Let's see, where was I? Amy, there is a whole playlist on watercolor and all sorts of different things. So check out the Art Hacks playlist first. Little Bats asks, why did you start drawing?
It was just something to do. I was 6 or 7. I was, just drawing. That's what kids do. And my parents encouraged me. And I think when your parents encourage you to do something, and it's something that you like, and it's something that you're good at, you wind up turning that into a career. Does anybody know Rivers Cuomo's eye color? Because they're very dark.
Let's see. Food Annihilator says it's a day late, but happy anniversary, you two.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you very much. Finding your content was such a positive experience for me. I don't really have any grandparents, but you make such a great, older, wise figure. I haven't found positivity like yours anywhere else.
Thank you very much.
Wow, you're older, honey. I did mute you. All right. The other thing with the dragon, and I know this isn't the topic of today's painting. You're fine. It's Celine. You're fine. If you think it's too dark, the paper is exceptional. Is it too late to possibly lift some color?
I thought about that, but I think what'll happen is that it would lift the inks too, and I think some of it is the fact that it's not what?
Brown eyes.
Brown eyes, thank you. I think the fact is that the paper isn't that really nice cold press that I like, and so the watercolor just doesn't have the same texture. It's not going on the same. It's better than hot press, but it is just not clicking. Sometimes you get paper that just, as soon as you put the watercolor down, it just goes, wow, that looks so good. And it's not doing that. So I was fighting it. But I think I'll be able to get it to work.
He's in a much better mood today, so there you go. Let's see. What would you guys have done if YouTube didn't work out? We'd be under a bridge.
No. We've always figured something out. You know, I don't know.
Yeah, you can't go. You can't go. It's funny. We were talking last night and I was asking Scott some questions. It's like, it's really hard to know what your life would have been like if one thing hadn't happened or another thing hadn't happened or you hadn't done this or you hadn't done that. It's just hard to tell because you don't know.
Yeah.
Every decision you make leads you to another spot in your life.
Yeah.
So it's really hard to go back and say, if I hadn't have done this, because so many things happen, you know? Teek says, I think part of why I love your art so much is because it's comic book influenced and I'm a big fan of comic art.
Oh, yeah. A lot of comic influence for me.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Teek says there's a quote out there that says something like, every child is an artist. It's just a matter if they stay an artist.
Yeah, I think Picasso was talking about that too.
Biz Young says, I'm glad you're figuring it out in your own way. What cheap brand of gouache do you recommend?
Oh, the Hemi gouache.
Looks like ketchup packets.
Yeah. There's a link on our site under art supplies I've tried, and it's pretty good.
Do you guys have a favorite band or a favorite song? I love RHCP.
Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Ah, thank you.
I have a lot of favorite bands: the Beatles, Def Leppard, even Coldplay, Keane, Stereophonics. But my favorite song is "Future Love Paradise" by Seal.
Thanatos says they do look like toddlers wanting uppies, but I assume it's threatening to other animals. Yeah. I know they do not. It's exactly like that. I used to say that to Arwen. I'm like, uppie mommy? And I used to pick her up. Remember that?
I do.
Oh, she used to love that. My little puppy. What's your favorite sport?
Hockey. He looks like a little child with his haircut.
Does.
My
he
God.
Does. Yeah.
Blow dryer.
Hold on. Go ahead. Knick-Knack Studios. Check out. There should be some stuff in the Art Hacks playlist on painting with gouache.
All right, let's add that pop of white.
Right out of the tube.
Straight from the tube.
I cannot pronounce your name. Ogzy? Scott, I need help. We have to draw self-portraits in my art class, but I just can't get it to look right. What can I do to make it look right?
Trace it.
There you go. There you go.
And if you're not allowed to trace, then try the grid method. Or there are videos. There's a video, like not short, but a video that talks about drawing the head and how to cut it up and everything like that. And maybe that'll help.
Thanatos started drawing when they were 3 and still do to this day. Any advice on finding a consistent style?
Oh, gosh. Well, I've really not had a consistent style. I keep changing up every few years. But I would say repetition. Make a bunch of small pieces. Don't do large paintings. Do a bunch of small pieces, and you'll start to get some repetition. You'll start to do the same things multiple times. You know, all right, this is how I'm going to do the skin. This is how I'm going to do this. You know, that's what'll happen.
Let's see. Lane Reed painted for the first time in years. It was so much fun. I did it all my life and stopped in college. I think I just found the passion again. I love watching your videos and painting side by side.
Oh, that's great.
Who's the most talented young artist you know about?
Young artist, I would say Sam Does Art.
Scott still does own comic books, as do our boys. Quite a few of them, actually.
Got rid of like 90% of them.
Did you do a playlist for the 90s?
I did, and it's updated even with Weezer.
Let's see.
It's on our website.
Ryan says, Scott says his favorite sport is hockey as I glance at the morning news and they're reviewing last night's Canucks game.
Yeah.
So funny. Let's see. People are so funny. Do they read these comments in the live? And it's funny, and Misty and Steph are like, yep, Donna's reading the comments right now. How do you not know I'm reading the comments live?
Sometimes you look at YouTube channels and they're replaying a live, and you still see the live comments, and so they don't know.
Why would they replay a live? Don't they put that it's a replay on it?
I don't know, but I think it's just a feature, and blow dryer.
Hold on. No, but Bethany should do lives, shouldn't she? She should. Hot press paper for gouache. Hamster.
Yeah. So this is live for anybody watching. Unless you're watching this after the live and it's a replay. In which case, no, it's not a live.
Oh, God. What watercolor palettes do you recommend that are small?
There's a link on our site under art supplies, and it is a Cotman set, which is Winsor & Newton, which is what I use, and it is the same little set kit that I use, and it's $25, and it's a really good deal.
Is it still $25?
I don't know if it's.
Yeah, I don't know. Let's see. I have no idea. Where should I put my money? On more watercolor palettes or brushes? I don't have brushes.
I would put it on paper. Honestly.
Let's see.
I mean, get brushes, but you can get cheap brushes and good paper is what I would do.
Did you answer if there was a playlist for the 90s?
Yes, and okay. I said I even added Weezer to it.
There you go. Froggo, wouldn't it be great if Bethany taught oil classes? That would be great. Froggo says, teach oil classes on Skillshare or somewhere like that. She should do that. Should I put my reference photo in grids to make proportions much better, or is it cheating? Oh,
no,
brother.
Not cheating at all. If that helps you,
with you
please do it. Yeah, there's no such thing as cheating in art. Well, not everybody has heard that there's no such thing as cheating in art because they grew up with people online saying that's cheating, that's cheating, that's cheating. And those are people who don't know anything about art. So don't listen to people online telling you what's cheating. There's no such thing as cheating. There are no rules in art.
Oh boy. I can answer this one in my sleep, but I'll let you do it. What's more important, good paper or paints?
It depends on the medium. If it's watercolor, the paper. If it's gouache, then it's the paints.
Oh, Lula's here and says, one of the creators I follow does pre-recorded lives. I found it annoying, but it must be a formula that works for them. Pre-recorded lives?
That's not a live. That's just a video.
Yeah, that's not a live. That's a video.
Yeah.
If it's pre-recorded, how can it possibly be live?
Yeah, it's not a live.
No, that doesn't make any sense. Yeah. There's a smaller set of Winsor & Newton Cotman that has a different look but costs much cheaper. It's the Skechers Pocket Box, and I highly recommend you to check it out.
Okay.
That's a new one. Do you have a favorite Weezer song? About 7 million people have asked.
Island in the Sun, I think.
Luna says, thank you for inspiring them, and you're the reason they got out of art block.
Oh, fantastic.
Dalton has checkmate. Well, there is art theft, and that's bad.
Well, that's not, again, it's still not cheating.
It's theft.
Say,
that's different.
It's theft. Yeah. That's not cheating. It's theft.
Yeah.
You know, that's literally illegal. But no, it's not cheating.
Boy, people.
It's like imagine if you know you're watching a soccer game or football and someone's like, you know, hey, he shot the other player. That's cheating. No, that's murder.
Yeah.
It is not. There's no murdering in the rule book for football or soccer. That is against the law. It's completely different. You know, likewise for art, there literally is no rule book. There's no governing body. There's no right and wrong. There's no nothing for art. Anything goes. But yes, murder is bad in art. So don't murder someone when making art.
Biz Young, he has not tried that. And I can tell you because I live with him. Hey, Santa's here and says, happy day, everyone. I hope that's gotten Donna had a wonderful anniversary and good morning, moderators.
Oh, thank you.
Aw. We're so happy you're here, friend.
Yeah. I am really just kind of...
Noodling? A lot of people say he looks like Velma from us.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't give him the haircut.
I know.
So that's the face that I'm using, but that is his hair. I did not advise him to get that haircut.
You didn't.
I would have advised against it.
Spanish Sass
says
says
add a little bit of ear down there.
I don't care.
Let's see.
Some paintings I'm like, ooh, do this and do this. Some I'm just so not invested in. Can you tell? Not invested. Spanish Sass says, I have so much paper, it's ridiculous. You can really tell what my obsession is. I feel that.
I think what I'm going to do is have their hair go a little bit like that.
See. Yeah, I would check. You're correct. I would check out the playlist to see what some of Scott's favorite music is. Lula's like, hence my annoyance. I just don't get that. If it's pre-recorded, it's not alive. I don't know. Oh, Santa says, I heard the best quote today. Only you get to choose when you're done. Keep reaching for your dreams.
Oh.
I love that. That's a great quote. Bethany says, there is a rule book of sorts for art. It's called the Copyright Office.
Yeah, but again, that's a law.
Yeah. Look, if you're going to steal somebody's art and pass it off as your own, yes, that's bad. If you are going to copy someone's art to learn, that's not bad.
Yeah.
That's just learning. That's how every artist through time has learned.
Yeah, there's no laws that say you can't copy copyrighted music. You can't copy a film. You
can't copy it and pass it off as your own.
No, that again. But if I finish my sentence,
no, never.
There are no laws that says you can't copy something. You are allowed to copy the Mona Lisa. You are allowed to copy Oppenheimer the movie. You are allowed to copy the Beatles music. What you can't do is sell it.
Steal it and sell it as your own.
Yeah.
Correct.
So that's it. So you can copy anything. You can post it online and say, I did 60 days of studying the masters. You can say, I am copying someone's photo that someone took, and that's a copyrighted photo.
What is the main question you ask yourself when you aren't sure if you're done with your painting or not?
Why did I decide to be an artist? Why would I put myself through that?
I don't know.
That's the question I ask myself when I get to that point. I think it's kind of like an inspection. I look at all the different parts. And if it's a big piece like the dragon piece, it's going to take me a couple days of walking away and coming back. But for the most part, I look and just see, is there any part that I'm unhappy with? Now, if I did that for every painting, I would never finish, my paintings, because every single one of these, there's a whole bunch of stuff that I could totally fix and noodle and get better. But I had to give myself a time limit, otherwise I'll just keep working on them. So you have to differentiate between pieces like, say, the Gothic Vampire and the Dragon painting that I say, these are pieces that I want to be my nice pieces. And then these little pieces, these are just 90-minute sketches. So you got to differentiate that. And you can't just keep doing big pieces. You have to do smaller pieces. That's where the learning comes from. That's where the practice comes in.
Lizabetta says, I got a Blick gift card for Christmas, so when my husband and I went to New York City, I had fun at the Blick store there.
Oh, that's
Got
great.
myself some watercolor pencils, which I've never tried before.
That sounds like a lot of fun.
That is exciting. You get to try something new. Santa's being a little sassy today and says, if I can finish my sentence, the anniversary is over. That was yesterday, apparently. Yeah. Bethany says, all artists learn by copying. I took an entire class in master copies. The difference is in attribution and distribution.
Yeah. Someone asked me on Tumblr yesterday, and I responded publicly, but it was there was an artist named like Pika or something like that on TikTok, and I think they're only 18 years old, but you know they do this very cutesy little digital style, and they do tutorials. Here's how I do my cutesy little digital style of a face, and a 13-year-old did their tutorial and copied their work. And this Pika person got very upset and said, you're stealing my work, and got mad at them. And it's like, first of all, they're 13 years old. You're putting out tutorials, and they're just learning how to draw in your style. And this person got offended by it. And I just think I'm giving this 18-year-old, cutting them a little bit of slack. They're only 18 years old. You know?
I was going to say age.
Style is not something you can copyright. You can't. They didn't copy one of their pictures. They copied their style. You see what I'm saying? And because they draw in this very specific way and very kind of anime kind of thing. And it's like, hold on a second. You didn't invent that style. Your style came from you copying other people's work. Don't be disingenuous and think you created that style. Your style is an amalgamation of whatever people you copy.
But at 18 years old,
at 18,
they probably think, well, I came up with this.
Exactly,
and they're not looking at all the influences they've had over their life.
Yes, which was my answer to their, what do you think of this controversy? Oh, I'd never heard of this person. I didn't know there was a controversy.
Yeah.
But, I went and I looked into it. But yeah, that's unfortunately how a lot of people see stuff. It's like, oh wait, no, that's my style, that's my thing. No, as artists, we need to be. It's a community. We are part of a greater whole. We're able to do the things we do because of the people that we admired, and we have what we have because we were able to be inspired by those other artists, and we should tell people, be proud of the fact that I was inspired by this artist. This artist is where I got this from. This artist is where I got that from. That's how we honor the artists before us.
Okay. Let's see. Tassel says, we are from the Netherlands and love your 30 Days of Animals series. Which series that you've done is your favorite?
I think I learned the most from the 60 Days of Studying the Masters. I think I like the art from the hair journal the best.
I liked 60 Days of Studying the Masters. That was my favorite one. Hands down. Spander's ass says, oh God, I asked myself why I decided to study Japanese way too often, but it is what it is now, LOL.
Yeah, you're kind of in the middle of it now.
Oh, you're immersed. You're immersed. Amy asks, what inspires you to make art? I have lots of materials to make art, but I can never find something that inspires me to make anything. I never know what to draw or make with it. Any tips?
I was there's a video kind of bouncing around in my head of something I might talk about at some point, but I'll give you a sneak preview, which is an artist's job is to find the beauty in the world and capture that, and bless you.
I'm so sorry. Excuse me.
And show it to the people who can't see the beauty in the world, and I think that's where we, as artists, we see, like look at those famous paintings of like a bowl of fruit in a little pitcher and whatnot. They see the beauty in the colors of the grapes and the reflection in the the pitcher and the texture of the cloth, and that's stuff that we take for granted. And we being just humans in general, but an artist can see the beauty. They could see the beauty in atrocities, and in other words, finding the hope, finding the and I think that's where you get your inspiration from. Open your eyes, look at the world, look at the things around you, find the beauty in things.
Bianca Frago is correct. Draw a red panda. And the answer to anything is draw a red panda. How close to the live does Scott look up the reference photo? Does he look up the front runners or wait until the voting is done? Oh, you guys. Puzzling Read. Here's the answer to your question. Donna walks downstairs with 2 cups of tea and her notebook, and Scott is sitting in front of the computer, feverishly looking through photo reference. It is 8:56 a.m. and we start at 9.
What the heck's a Rivers Cuomo?
Correct. Yes. As he's madly, frantically setting up the camera and getting ready to go.
Well, to be fair, at least for this, I don't find out until the morning because we...
Oh, yeah, because we close it out.
We let people vote up until the last minute.
Yeah.
And so Bethany will message me and go, "It's Weezer." And I go, "Okay."
Yeah. Spanish Sass says, "I wish you did another Masters series. I think following along with that made me improve so much, and I just can't do it by myself." God, I would love that.
I think I'm gonna experiment at some point, maybe this year, with a long video version, and we'll just do a lot of research and maybe make it like a 10-minute video and see how those do.
I'll do it. I can do the research.
Yeah. Okay.
I love it. I will do that. That was my favorite, looking up all the artists and learning about them and their backstories and all the intricate things about them was really cool. All the things that they'd done in their lives was super cool.
I am really taking my time with this one, and I don't know why, but
I don't know why either. But it's only 9:58, so knock yourself out. People gatekeep art too much instead of helping others grow.
Yeah.
I think that is a problem nowadays. I think people are like, this is mine, all mine, and you can't have it.
Yeah. Instead
of sharing with each other. I don't know. I don't know. Frago says that they wanted to tell us that they won an art contest. It was a design a boot contest, and I won a $200 pair of boots. Very exciting.
That's amazing.
That's really cool.
Congrats.
Scott uses the Prismacolor colored pencils when he uses them. What's your favorite social media platform for sharing your art, excluding YouTube?
It used to be DeviantArt, but that was maybe 5-6 years ago. Now it's just really not a very good place. I'm enjoying, I've only been on it for a week, but I'm enjoying Tumblr right now. So I guess Tumblr.
Dogs are our favorite, but we do love all animals. Bethany's correct. Especially red pandas. Oh, and grizzly bears. Oh, and sea otters. I'm really into octopus right now. They're so smart.
Isn't it octopi?
No.
Is it
You can say
octopuses?
you can say octopuses, you can say octopi, or you can say octopus.
So when I said isn't it octopi and you said no.
Because it can be any of them. You can use any of them.
Blow dryer.
But I always like to say no to you. Because I can.
I feel dismissed.
I'm sorry, what? See what I did there? I didn't even think about it. But I'm here all week, people. All week. Let's see. Marguerite says, I saw someone do exercises from drawing on the right side of the brain with the book. And I'm sure she's going to put the book in because we only have so many things.
There was a book called Drawing on the Right Side of the Brain or something.
No, see,
When I was-
Art by Lana says, I would love another 60 days of the Masters. You and me both. Let's see.
I am all over the place. I'm just.
Have you found Linda Carter on Tumblr? Is she on Tumblr?
She's on Tumblr? No, I gotta do that. I heard Neil Gaiman's on Tumblr.
Well, that wouldn't surprise me. How is the Tumblr journey going?
I think I'm tumbling pretty well.
You're funny.
I like the Ask Me Anything. It's nice. And I like being able to post my art so people can just see it.
Why don't you like acrylic?
If I'm being honest, and I think some of it's just a tactile thing, it's the glossiness.
Spanish says, and you have an art historian friend to help you if needed, Donna. Gotta do that again. During the Masters, was Norman Rockwell done?
Yes. And J.C. Leyendecker, who Rockwell studied under or idolized.
This person, River, says, I can slightly understand why Purika is angry. It doesn't excuse their actions, no way, but I can understand anger towards people not listening.
Yeah, I don't know much about it, but I don't know what they had to have listened to. But
I don't know.
from what I saw, the art, it looked like they traced it in a little bit, but changed enough of it. And again, I think you have to factor in people's age when
God, 100%. You have to
when
factor
getting
in their age.
outraged, and it's hard to side with to say, oh, that Purika was in the wrong when they're only 18. So it's like they're only 5 years apart.
Yeah.
And they're both kids.
Exactly.
So
yeah, and we can say that because hello, we're in our 50s. It's there's something to be said about getting older and having a longer perspective to look back on. I would never go back to my teens and 20s ever. I mean, maybe the lack of wrinkles and gray hair, but aside from that, no. Where I am as far as maturity wise, no, I would never want to go back there. How can I start doing art?
grab a pencil and a paper and draw what you see. Draw the world around you.
Yep. Just draw. Wait, you're on Tumblr? He is indeed.
I just joined like a week ago.
Lily Wright, there's a video called My Art is a Mosaic. And you can check that out because that will show you all of the progression of Scott's art and all of the influences he has had over the years. I have the Harrods Knightsbridge Blend Tea this morning. I am on cup number, I don't know, 2.5, 3. Is being called the class artist good? Because like sometimes you're in the middle of something and then if the person can't draw something, they come to you and people will ask for stationery from you. Oh my God.
You know what? I think I don't want to put pressure on you and say it's your duty, but to be perfectly honest, if there are people who are looking to you for help and you can provide that help, do it. You know, if you need your own time, if you need some personal space, then be vocal about, you know, times where you know, it's like, look, I can't help anybody right now because I have to do X, Y, or Z. But make yourself available anytime as a citizen of the planet. You know, if there are people around you who you can get to make art and enjoy art because you're around, I think that's a great thing. So
now,
don't
that
discount
being
that.
said, if the same people are consistently coming to you and expecting, then you put limits on it.
Yeah, have boundaries, of course. Blow dryer.
Boundaries are a good thing. Mons, Scott used to go to conventions all the time, and this person is asking, how do you get connections to work for comic artists? I know you have some comic experience.
When they say connections, they mean like knowing people?
I'm assuming, yeah. Or how to get connected to work. I mean, it took him years.
Yeah. What helped me the most, how I got all of my work, was going to comic conventions and bringing my portfolio and showing it to people.
And bringing your beautiful girlfriend with you.
Yeah.
Who would wink at people for you.
Yeah, right. Like you ever winked at anybody.
Dude. Don't get me started.
Donna was...
we have a Discord.
Yes, we do.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, bring your portfolio, show it, and see if you can get people to champion things for you.
Yeah. We've been married 31 years yesterday. 31 long years. Will you ever have an art show?
If a gallery ever wanted my art, yeah, sure.
Erica says that's what I love watching and listening to both of you. Gorgeous art and amazing conversation and a laugh or two, and it makes my days big. Thanks. We love you, Erica. Jamie asks, Scott, what do you do when noise canceling headphones don't help because you can still feel the noise?
Oh. I leave if I can.
He does.
You know, I give myself the ability when I can to say, I don't feel comfortable here.
Yeah.
You know, and I understand that sometimes there are places where you can't, you're just, whether it's school or, you know, funeral or something like that. But, you know, if you can, excuse yourself, go to use the restroom or something like that, recharge.
Yeah. He's gotten better at saying, you know what, I can't do this anymore. We got to go. I know that doesn't help everybody, but you kind of have to prioritize your own mental sanity. And if it's really bothering you, you have to be able to say, I can't do it anymore. I went to a concert with a friend last year, and there is no way. I sat there and I just thought, knowing what I know now, I don't know how you ever went to a concert in the first place.
Yeah.
I just knowing how you are with noises and everything else and how you hear everything. I mean, and we went to those concerts and you didn't even have headphones.
Yeah.
Or earplugs or anything. I can't imagine how that must have felt for you.
It was the 80s.
It was the 80s. You had such cute hair back then. It was so cute. Let's see. He has tried oil pastels and will not be doing those anymore.
Yeah, Black Bean is so much better at it than I am. There's
very talented. He's very talented.
Yeah.
Let's see. The only thing I miss from my youth is my metabolism. Yep.
Yeah.
I get that. What are your thoughts on Cal Arts?
I've got a couple friends who went there. They were in animation, and but honestly, I know nothing of Cal Arts.
This, Yoshi says, I think the main issue people had is that Puri kind of made a public outcry to the 13-year-old, which a lot of people took as sending her fans to attack said artist.
Oh, okay.
See, I don't get that. I don't understand.
Again, they're 18 years old.
No, but I don't understand why people would go on, and this is one thing about social media I just don't understand, why they feel the need to go to another person's social media and attack them.
Because
on behalf of someone else.
If someone stole my art, like, and I got upset about it, which again I would never do, but if someone stole my art and I got upset about it and I go, hey everybody, this person stole my art, I'm pretty sure you'd get quite a few people going, hey, you stole this person's art, because they'd be angry because they care for me.
I see the difference between going and reporting them for like stealing content. I understand that, but saying things, hurtful things.
We don't know what happened.
I know. I get that.
Into that.
I am reading into that. That's true. I am reading into that. You're correct. I'll just leave it alone. I don't know. I don't know. I'm 54. It seems silly to me at this point.
But I think a lot of younger folk, if they get a following, feel like they have some sort of power and they could use it to assert their will. And, like, hey, I don't like this person or I don't like that person. Go over there and do this, or go tell them that they're, and that's just something that
that's not power.
There's a lot of power given to people with social media that a lot of people are way too young or way too immature to have that kind of power.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. I don't see it as power, but I'm not a good one to ask about social media. I think it's all kind of silly, but I grew up way before social media, so.
You grew up before the wheel.
I did. Just keep reminding yourself that, honey, because you're older than me. Not to change the subject, but how did you encourage your kids when they were little and doing Dreamland fan art and keep getting discouraged because it wasn't as cool as Dad's? Oh boy, howdy.
They never did. They never, at least openly, said that they were discouraged. We always encouraged them to make art and whatever it is. They surprisingly, they weren't really that into art.
No. You know what? I have never thought about doing a journal chat on Discord. We could, but I have never thought about doing that. I just wrote that down, so we will think about that. How's that? Have you ever tried sculpting?
Not seriously. I'd like to one day.
And that's your favorite thing to draw?
People, hair.
Let's see.
I'm really not happy with this, but I don't hate it. It's just kind of all over the place.
You're funny.
I feel like I've got 100 different styles in here and different. Like I'm really all over the place.
Elizabeth is going to be celebrating, and her hubby are going to be celebrating their 24th anniversary in June.
Oh, that's great! Congratulations!
Yeah, congrats. We have never been to Scotland.
We are planning on it.
We are indeed at some point. Who's your favorite Marvel villain?
Dr. Octopus or Dr. Doom.
Let's see. Oh, people always love to pigeonhole you. If you had to only paint in one style for the rest of your life, what would it be?
I think it would be the ink and markers that I've been doing. Or ink and watercolor, sorry.
Mm-hmm. AXO, I don't know what you're asking with that question. If there's something specific you'd like to know, let me know. Philip says, I sit for long periods at my desk and I'm getting back issues. Do you have any stretching or exercise routines to stay limber?
I don't sit at my desk. I'm standing. So if you can get a standing desk, you could try that. But otherwise, planking. Planking is really good for your lower back.
Yeah. Artists are an amalgamation of 100 different styles. That is correct.
Yeah.
Love your content. Helps
Thank
tons
you.
of people improve and start keeping up the work.
All right.
Sorry if you've already answered this, but did you ever listen to Weezer much?
No, I didn't. I mean, I know some of the songs, but I never like bought an album of them or anything.
Ooh, one of my siblings was drawing in, I think, art class once, and the teacher took the paper and ripped it up to the bin in front of everyone. That's ridiculous. Why would they do that?
I don't know. Were they drawing like a picture of the teacher or something like that?
I don't know. What were they doing? I mean, if it was just a...
You know, you hear stories and you're like, okay, what is the context? What were they drawing?
There. Yeah. Battlebrooks is here. Asks how we are. Nothing set in stone. But there's a possibility Mom and I are getting a kitten in a couple months. Our neighbor's cat just had a litter. Aw, that's sweet. Being class art kid was the best and the worst. My worst incident was a teacher looking through my sketchbook and tearing a piece meant for my art class, all because it featured a woman in undress. Oh, brother.
Still, I'm sorry, but call me crazy, but someone's own property, someone's own sketchbook, a teacher should never touch. Ever.
No, they shouldn't.
That's not their property. That's not their... They could say, hey, put that away.
Correct.
But you do not have the right to go and take someone else's sketchbook and just take it in general or...
Oops, sorry.
Or definitely not rip a page out. You can say, I'm going to take this away until after class.
Oh, yeah.
You
No,
know?
that's fine.
But
Yeah.
that's your art. That's your property. That's something you created.
Nobody gets to do that. That's not okay. Let's see. Miriam says, you're a fan from Egypt.
Oh, well, thank you.
Gail says, the zingers back and forth have me chuckling. You two are a delight, truly. Oh, God. It's however many years of practice.
This is the beginning of the 32nd year with this woman.
Aw. I love you, honey. Big kisses.
In the immortal words of Han Solo, I know.
Oh, gosh. You're funny. Amy says, I love your content. You inspire me so much, and you've helped me get back into my art.
Oh, thank you.
Toby asks, do you have any advice to an artist who is not a beginner but struggles a lot with posing, anatomy, and just getting his ideas on paper? I have these amazing ideas, but they fall apart on paper.
Photo reference. Stop trying to do stuff out of your head. Try the 1 minute figure drawing series that we did. That'll really help you with your poses and your anatomy. But don't draw out of your head. This is the time to learn. And then once you've learned anatomy, you've learned poses, you've learned how to do clothing, you've learned how to do facial expressions, you've learned how to do environments and everything, then you could start drawing out of your head. You got to learn that stuff first.
Lucid. There's a list in our on our website, resources. There's art supplies that Scott uses and art supplies we've tried.
Blow dryer.
And there's things of all different price points in there, so you can check that out. Scott listens to a whole bunch of stuff while he's drawing. He'll listen to Seal or he'll listen to one of the playlists. There's a Hobbit Hole playlist that's out there that he'll listen to. Sometimes, every once in a while, an audiobook. My fiance and I's 5-year dating anniversary is the 29th, and they're going to be states away at a con. Oh, I'm sorry. You're not going to the con, huh? Boy, years of that. So many years of that. Let's see. You got a lot of really young fans on here this morning.
Welcome.
Okay, you don't have to be. Sorry for asking questions. Do you have any tips on improving human body in drawing, especially hands?
Practice. Look at photo reference. Look at reference.
Yeah. Yeah. Bethany agrees with Philip and says, young artists trying to say stop using reference drives me crazy. I've been drawing for 30 years and still use reference. I don't have a photographic memory, LOL.
Has anybody actually said the word stop using reference?
Apparently they have to Philip. I don't get it.
Pencil sharpener.
And Bethany says, if someone dares to touch my daughter's sketchbook at school, they're going to meet me, and probably Donna too. It will not be pretty. Oh, gosh. Let me tell you something. Yeah, that's just not okay. Like how your art style is very stylized, but quite realistic.
Oh, thank you. It is a mess today, but...
Oh, you're not a mess. One of my favorite arts is one that isn't really seen as art. I don't think it's puppeteering. That is not true. That is 100% art.
Puppeteering is so much art.
I adore puppets and figuring out how to make them more lively and realistic in movement. That is, it's an incredible art.
So,
oh, here comes the story.
So back in, maybe 2017, 2018, my son was sick. And to take his mind off of it, I said, well, why don't we try doing a music video for Toad the Wet Sprocket. Toad had written a song for us for our film. It was so adorable. And so we made, we went onto YouTube and we learned how to make puppets. And we made like little Muppets of the band. And we did a whole music video, and they liked it so much that they used it. So if you want to see really, really crappy puppets, go look up the video. Some day. What is it? It's One of Those Days.
One of Those Days.
By Toad the Wet Sprocket. That's a video that I did with my...
Oh my God.
How old was he? 14 at the time?
Yeah.
14-year-old son.
14 or 15 at the time. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But it was a great experience.
Oh my God. Biz Young had a ceramics teacher in high school purposefully destroying pieces because they weren't perfect in his eyes.
Gosh.
What is wrong with these people? God.
All right. We're going to have to call it done.
Yeah.
That is my Rivers Cuomo.
Yep, we're done today.
And I'm sticking to it.
Okay. All right, we'll let you stick to it. Lively conversation this morning, you guys. Lively conversation. Thanks for all the questions.
Yeah, thank you guys for hanging out with us.
And we appreciate you. And we will see you on Friday. Thanks for being here with us. I don't know. Sure.
The letter X.
Sure.
Ooh, that's going to be a close one.
Okay. Isn't there only one for X?
I think so.
All right, we are outie people. Have a great one. We'll talk to you on Friday.
All right.
Bye.